Hey guys, welcome to one more Motivational English class, and today the teacher is just gonna talk in English. As we always do, we try to transmit some messages for you about seekers of life and seekers of happiness, and today we're gonna talk about errors and mistakes. Yeah, every time we commit errors and mistakes, it's good. We're gonna talk about this because all the time that you say, oh my God, it's my blame, I'm gonna blame myself, yeah? I am guilty. No, you're going to focus on this and interpret life in a different way. Because you're gonna make the question is, what can I learn with this? And this error, this mistake, this big top mistake that you've done in your life, that's gonna help you learn much more. It's gonna help you grow up. It's gonna help you evolve in life. Now, sometimes we don't believe in this and we cry a lot, or we just start to see that life is so unfair, injusta, yeah? And we're gonna have different interpretations, but the best interpretations you can make is to look at the problem, the error, the mistake, instead of saying it was my fault or observing what did you do wrong, trying to correct, not to do again. Just take this lesson as some opportunity to be better, as an opportunity to evolve. Because there is no evolution without making mistakes and errors. And I'm talking about this with property because I've had passed through this all my life. So we always commit mistakes. Being a mother, being a sister, being a daughter, at work, or just doing what you like, trying to do your best in a party. How many times after a social event you come back home and say, I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have done that. When you blame yourself and you start to take a look in your past to see what you've done, exactly what was correct or incorrect. Most people avoid this and try to let life go. And in the end of the life, usually in the bed, in a hospital, yeah, we usually take a look in our life and try to pass all over again our life just to see where did we make the mistake, where we could make it better, where we should go, where we shouldn't have gone, what we should have done, what we shouldn't have done. And all this is related to regrets, arrependimentos. But the best point of life is when you make that mistake and you see that you made it in a wrong way, that you could have done in a better way, but you see this as a lesson, as something that's going to make you much better. So when you observe that it was your fault, you bring your self-responsibility to blame yourself for everything that occurs in your life related to what you could have done better. And in this point, when you look at the error as an opportunity to grow, as an opportunity for one more step in your ladder, yeah, na escada of your evolution, to be a better person, to be more prosper, to be healthy, wealthy, and healthy, yeah, in all areas of life, when we have to see this opportunity as an option, that's gonna make you feel good and be better with experience. Now, in that moment, it's suffering, of course. In that specific moment that you lost or you did something wrong, you see, oh my God, how can I do it? It looks like it will never end. But yes, darling, of course it's gonna end. And it's all related to how you interpret this life. So today, I'm gonna make some questions for you in order to analyze how do you interpret your life, yeah? What do you think about your mistakes? Do you look back? You don't look back? You don't see errors as a lesson or not, an opportunity? You just see them as part of the life and you focus in the future? What's correct? To observe the errors in the past, not to make mistakes anymore, or forget about them and look for the future, yeah? We're talking about strategies, ways to make life better. And here go my questions. Are you ready for that? The first one is when you have the beliefs. When you believe in something, you have to believe that this is gonna be for your good, okay? So these beliefs can be strong if you make them power for you. Now, there are a lot of beliefs that put yourself down. There are a lot of beliefs that it's not reality, and we just make them as a real truth. And this can drown you, afogar-se, okay? So, do you believe what about yourself? What do you believe about yourself, okay? So, does this make you strong or weak? What you believe about yourself make you feel better or worse? What you believe about yourself make you go or stop? What you believe about yourself make you move on or make you go back? So it depends on what you believe about you, yeah? If you look at the mirror and say, I can, I'm able to, I will do it, I will learn, it can take any time that's necessary, I will do my best. So it's all related to your points, what you believe about yourself. Now, if what you believe about yourself is, I can't, I will never do it, I compare myself with others and I reduce my price, in this case, it's time for you to have a talk at the mirror and see everything you have achieved so far in life, including diplomas and everything that you've done, the family you constructed, everything that you've done in life. And be thankful for that and see, if I've done this in the past, of course I can make much better and do much more things with much more energy in the future. Now, if you got lost or you suffered, of course your energy is going to reduce. If the ages passes by, of course you're not going to have the same energy, but you still have to believe. Belief doesn't have anything to do with age, physical aspects. It has to do with you. I can, I'm able to. And if you're not, you're going to study and do what's necessary to go there. So in this moment, you have to look at the mirror and say immediately, I'm going to speak English. I'll be fluent. I'm going to do my best. Yeah, I'm going to study everything that's necessary. I will get that job. I will talk to that person. I'll have that trip. I'll make that trip. Okay, you have to promise to yourself what you're gonna get to this person. You gotta look at the mirror and say, I'm gonna do that for you because I love you. I'm gonna get that thing for you. I'm gonna do what's necessary for you to feel happy because I love you. And you have to talk to yourself, yeah? Live with me. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna hug you. I'm gonna give you the love. I'm not gonna expect this from other people. I'm not gonna believe that other things or situations or jobs is gonna bring that to me because I can give this myself. I can love it myself, yeah? I can love, I can care, I can do the things that I want, yeah, for myself. So that's topic number 1. What you believe about yourself makes you prosper, go there where you want, or involves the denying, que é a negação, yeah? It involves the avoiding, no, I don't want to suffer, perhaps I can't, perhaps it's for other person, not for me. So this is involving this, it's avoiding you to walk forward, yeah? Walk forward, walk backwards. So pay attention to this, what you believe. Second, what you believe about you limits yourself to do whatever you want or you wish or it's your dream. Does this limit? No, because I will never gonna buy my own apartment. Now, because I will never gonna have that car that I want. Because I will never be a religious person. Because I will never have that discipline that the other person has. Because I will never do this and that. So you are putting yourself down. And this is related to all the beliefs. Next, what are your strongest points and talents? You must know that about you, okay? What are my good points? Think about 3 positive points you have about yourself right now. You must know yourself. Are you punctual, organized, disciplined? Do you say yes to people or a good-hearted person? I don't know, do you exercise very well? Do you cook very well? Find something that you do very well, play volleyball, whatever, and put this into you, in front of you, and say, I'm good at this, yeah? I'm good at speaking to people. I'm good at washing well dishes, and I'm good at driving, whatever. You're gonna put not what you want, but what you are, and show this to yourself, because this is your strong points. And this is the most important ones, the main one, mains principais, okay? The main ones that's related to your life. So it's really, really important for you to focus in these positives and how you're going to use these talents that just you have to involve your future actions, to involve your wishes, to involve, so can you do a well makeup? So you can use this to make money, to feel good, to help people. You can use your talents to help in your mission, yeah? So the other point is, what are the weak points you have? It's super important to see 3 negative points that you have to work on this, yeah? No, I'm not disciplined to exercise, I have to work on this. I don't have control in my money, my financial area. You have to take a look at this and do your best. What's going to be the next actions for you to get out of this situation. I can't have credit cards. I can be in front of a cake that I want to eat all of them. So don't cook. Yeah, don't make the cake. They're so simple definitions and solutions for the problems that sometimes we don't want to see. Because if we see, we have to make movements. We have to change. We have to take actions. So it's much easier not to see. But in this way that not seeing and comfort zone, you suffer much more. So it's time for you to see your 3 good points and 3 bad points and work on this. Use the 3 good points to achieve what you want and observe the 3 bad points. Not compare it to others, please. But observe these 3 bad points that can prosper you when you move, because you're going to change. If you want, you're going to change. Just you. Not other people are going to change you. Not situations will change you, but suffering. Suffering will change you. So it's you with yourself. Nobody else. Because you are disorganized. You're going to be disorganized forever until you suffer. When you suffer, you decide to be organized. So this is part of you. It's not that's going to come from other people or personalities, yeah? Some people say, I'm going to change my husband, I'm going to change my boyfriend. No, you won't change anybody. Try to change your mom. That's ridiculous. You are spending time, waste of time. Spend some tempo because you're trying to change people. Try to change you. Are you perfect? Do you exercise every day? Have a diet every day? You control your money and you can control everything about you. You don't even control about yourself. You want to control other people, yeah? So let's focus in us, okay? What are the 3 good points and the 3 bad points that's going to help you? So take a look at this and they say, no, teacher, I'm going to be negative about myself. No, it's important to see sometimes, I am unpunctual. I never get on time into meetings or appointments. When I want to meet a friend, I'm always late. So can't you observe this? That you are incredible. People don't believe in you anymore. That's discredibility. You don't have credibility, yeah? So that's super important not to hurt or damage others, because sometimes you say, but it's my quality or it's my default, é meu defeito, yeah? An error or a mistake, but you're hurting others. Once that you hurt others, it's your responsibility to change. Next, what are the opportunities that I lost and I don't want to lose again about my talents, that all the time that appears, I'm going to get it. Next time I have an invitation like this, I'll go. Next time somebody talks to me about that, I will say yes. Next time somebody tells me this, I will say, okay, I will check it. So how many times you said no to social events, networking of people that you could have made much more friends, to buy your products, to laugh, to have a good time, whatever. How many opportunities you said no because you were afraid? How many opportunities you said, perhaps no, and then you go for the no, yeah? So we're talking exactly about opportunities that you lost and you will never lose again. Is that correct? Okay, think about them. That time that you said no to that person, okay? The time that you didn't go to that place, whatever. The next, it's what are the risks and threats, ameaças, that you're going to develop in these points, okay? So you're not gonna allow the risks and the threats, as ameaças, to develop in these bad points you have. So if you're not organized, you're going to pay attention for this disorganization. Don't involve your clients, your money, your company, your attitudes, your discipline, everything that you committed with who? With yourself. That's a commitment you have with yourself. I will improve. I will use this life to be better in discipline. I will use this life to be better in punctuality. I will use this life to be better in fear, in medo. I'm not going to fear. So you're going to use this life, darling, because you have 24 hours a day and that's 80, 100 years a life to do that. And you have a commitment with yourself in the spiritual area. Huh? Don't you believe in this, really? That you're going to find one way and say, what have you done or not to your life? So use this to be better, because the way you are suffering. And if you say to me, no teacher, I'm not suffering, it's because you're having a lot of distractors. And here we have already talked about distractors. They are suicidal things that you do with yourself to pass the time We want the clock to go, 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 go. And when the distractors come, we want the clock to stop. But life is not like this. You're not a kid anymore. We're talking about adults. Adults solve problems. Adults don't cry. And I don't want to have a kid here that cries on the sofa saying, I have these bad points and these good points and I don't know what to do. First, look at yourself. And there are a lot of people who doesn't even know how to say these positive and negative aspects about others. Think about you and focus on this to be better. Risks and threats são as ameaças e os riscos that your attitude is causing you. And because of this, suffering to others, suffering to yourself, not getting to conclusions and consequences, not having results about all areas of life. And because of all this, you're going to commit to yourself that you're going to focus on these risks and threats and don't let your attitudes do this to you. Because I never get up early. Never. For the rest of your life, you will never going to get up early. Because I'm never punctual. Never. For the rest of your life, you're not going to be punctual and disciplined with the things you're supposed to do. That's super difficult, huh? Finally, what are the 5 top things that you are grateful, thankful, gratidão, that positive things you have in your life? It's super important to see this. All the time, it's important to see. Did you have a shower today? Did you eat? Do you have 1 or 2 friends? Do you have somebody that loves you? If you don't, you love yourself, okay? Do you have a house? Did you sleep today? Because we don't focus in these small things, yeah? We just want the big ones, but we never look at the basic ones that you have, more than 50% of the population of this planet. So focus in the things that you should be grateful for, and it's time for you to write 5 in this moment. And if you don't remember, sit down and make an effort to do your best to do this every day, to be thankful for what you're doing every day. In the past, I didn't do that. I had a lot of money, a lot of companies, a lot of staff, a lot of people who loved me. So I didn't stop to thank for the things I had. I always look at the things I didn't have. And this was suicidal for me. I can tell you, when I started to lose money and I look at myself, it was very necessary for me in this case to lose my father and money to see what I had. And in this time, I started to thank my mom and all the family I have and all the friends and the small things I had. And up until now, when I'm drinking water, I look at the water and say, wow, how fresh. And you say, teacher, it's ridiculous. And I drink the water. So delicious. And when it's time for my coffee, and when it's time to record, and even when it's time to do something boring that I don't like, I say thank because I have a mouth to speak, yeah? I have fingers to touch. Thanks because I have eyes to see and ears to listen. Thank that you have a throat to have voice and you can see the marvelous things of the life. Don't put yourself down. All the time that you're down and negative, yourself, you do it yourself. Don't wait for people to do that. Take you out of there. Teach these small children that doesn't know anything about life. Teach this small kid that life is much more. Life is much more than this, okay? Finally, what are the actions that you need to take to develop the points you don't have? But not comparing. You're going to observe points that you would like to have, but you don't, okay? And because of this, you're suffering or not acquiring, you're not conquering what you want, okay? Because of these points. Look at these points and say, I'll fight. I'll do my best to achieve what I need because I have values, principles, because I have people waiting for me as responsibility, because I have a commitment with myself to be better in all areas of life that we have already spoken here. If this is the first time you're watching Motivational English class, I invite you to watch our Mondays Motivationals in the playlist in YouTube. This is a bigger class in English just for students that are trying to listen and motivate your life at the same time. Now, you should write some sentence down here to help the teacher correct you to see what you're listening is the same as what you're writing. It's another example of training. Now, if you want to work with survival English, that's intermediate English, we usually record this on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now, if you are basico, I invite you to have our classes on Wednesdays. These are big classes that the teacher posts just in YouTube. And the other networks like Facebook and Instagram, we post small small classes. Now, if you want to take a look in our music life, we usually make some errors and mistakes for you to correct in music. You should take a look in our network, TikTok, all with @teacher Graziella. In English is @ okay? I'll be waiting for you every class to learn much more about English. Be sure that I'm making my best. I'm doing my best here, okay? Take care, guys. Have a wonderful week. See you next class. Bye-bye.